Dear students, welcome to Swayam SHIKSHAA. This is the second video of our mains Maniac series, which we have started yesterday. Now, today we are going to take up a question with respect to science and technology. Now, you can see a question here on the board, which says, briefly elaborate the concept of Internet of Things. What are the opportunities and challenges of this new technology? Now, first thing what we have to remember is, whenever a question says what are the opportunities and challenges, there is always a scope for writing a way forward. This is what we should understand. See, way forward, we may not be writing it for every question, but when the question is related to opportunities and challenges, with respect to this aspect like Internet of Things, etc., there can also be a way forward for such questions. This is something which I wanted to highlight. Very important. Okay. Then here, what is Internet of Things on a general note? It's basically an ecosystem where every object is connected to the internet. That is what is Internet of Things. Okay. So something like that, where the information would be shared globally. Every object is connected to internet, and thus the information can be shared globally. Okay. Or what we can think of is, it's nothing but an extension of internet connectivity to physical objects or computer devices, okay, or hardware, that is sensors, okay, where there can be communication or interaction between each other, and therefore data analysis becomes easy and there could be increased efficiency. This is also one of the aspect which you can think of. Or I can start an indirect introduction saying that IoT is part of Digital India mission, which focuses on extension of internet connectivity to physical objects, hardware sensors, which increases communication and data analysis, thereby increasing efficiency. So these are different ways of starting this particular question. Okay, so when you have to write 150 words, a small introduction where we talk about extension of internet connectivity to physical object, computer devices, etc., which increases or which helps in communication and data analysis, okay, thereby increasing efficiency. So here, this is one aspect which you should observe here, that is the introduction. Then talking about the pros and cons, or talking about the positives. So definitely what we should understand is, this Internet of Things will help us with respect to defense. Definitely with respect to defense, it can track logistics, or logistics to track supplies, etc. Or it can plan warfares by collecting data and information, etc. Or basically it can also help in security, etc. So another important aspect what we should understand is, which are the different areas you should think of. So varied points we have to write. So different areas. So one is defense. Then second is, we can think of something like quality control. So quality control, definitely, because you can monitor things more appropriately, and you can remotely monitor and control things. Okay, then we have something like smart cities. Definitely smart cities. Why? Because in future, basically, there will be cities will become more extensive and more crowded. So there will be huge burden on urban infrastructure, etc. Therefore, it can improve energy efficiency and solve traffic problems, etc. So that is also one more important aspect. As far as urban planning is concerned, then you can prevent accidents, etc. Okay, so this is one important aspect which we can understand. And then talking about urban security, or it helps in supply chain efficiency, okay, proper connectivity, etc. Okay, we can think of smart ambulances, smart transport, etc. And IoT can also be used in agriculture a lot. So it will be very helpful in the field of agriculture, because there will be a lot of information useful in agriculture. Okay, for example, knowing about water, nutritional needs, etc. Okay, it can also help in managing crop related risks also. Okay, so like that, environment, healthcare, as you can see this image, so different bullet points can be written. But in spite of all these positives which you can see on the slide, there are negatives also with respect to Internet of Things. So one main problem is that over reliance on technology. So this is not good, because technology can backfire. Second is, our demographic dividend cannot be utilized, or there can be loss of jobs. So this can lead to a demographic disaster. So that is one more important aspect. There can be breach of privacy. That is basically there can be cyber attacks, etc. Okay, and that is a very very big problem. And one more big problem is storage of bulk data. Storage of bulk data. So these are some negatives also. Obviously, there will be job losses, and all these are something that has to be handled. Okay, and since corporates are investing a lot into this platform of Internet of Things, there is a lot of fragmentation of this platform, multiple players, etc. There can be overlapping, etc. So that is also one more thing. And the complexity involved, maybe everybody may not be in a position to use it. So this is all. These are all challenges. Then think of way forward. So when it comes to way forward, Justice B.N. Sri Krishna Committee has recommended. Okay, so one is data protection. Having a separate data protection authority can help us resolve some of the problems. Okay, another important aspect which you can think of is right to be forgotten. Now, in several countries, that is there where an individual has a right to ask the government to remove his personal information from the internet. So this is not specifically there as far as India is concerned. Though we talk about right to privacy, this is included in right to privacy. But yes, right to be forgotten is something that is needed, which can help. Similarly, bringing in an integration, that is where we talk about the legislations, basically legislators or the manufacturers, or we have law enforcement agencies, etc. Across the world, there should be an integrated approach. Then Skill India mission, probably training well or focusing on cyber policing. Okay, or we have a dedicated cyber specialist in the policy making, etc. This is very much needed because technology driven aspects are increasing, and technology is something complex, and therefore a dedicated cyber specialist for policy making, etc. So such questions, very important, is a basic definition. Think of varied points and challenges, and to get that half mark, 1 mark extra, always think of a way forward. I hope it has helped you all. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for these slides, please do come to our Telegram channel, Swayam SHIKSHAA. Okay, so that you can download these slides, which will help you to recollect faster before the exam. And very important aspect is in general studies, getting that 1 mark extra for every question. So how do we do that? That's the game basically. For such questions, it's way forward. Okay, so signing off. Thank you.